It's been a while since we've recorded a podcast.
hmm
The last one was like winter 2020. I mean, a few months
That
ago.
long ago?
A few months ago? I don't know how long. For reference, I just released that, but the last one we did like just now, May 2nd. So that's fun. That that editing for that was literally done months ago, and I just didn't release it.
Did you forget to upload it?
Yeah, I like what I did. I didn't like for all the
Were you working on any
podcasts.
other projects at the time?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
working on other stuff, and I forgot to like proofread it, so
Was
I
it
kind of
the
got lost.
the Persona?
No, the Persona one is coming. Ooh, don't spoil it. It will probably be up before this podcast goes up, actually. But I'm excited about that Persona one.
I'm too.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, to date this this is a quarantine podcast.
Still,
It is 2020. The coronavirus pandemic is happening. Not great. Don't like it. Poo poo pee pee. That's all you're gonna hear about it from this podcast because it's in every fucking
Small brain.
podcast.
small brain,
Yeah,
coronavirus, small brain. Don't like it.
yeah. Coronavirus piece, little bitch. Chromatin alpha. I mean, beta. All right. So you've been
Moving
watching
on.
a lot of movies recently, and
Oh God,
like
yeah.
no anime.
No, not really. Hadn't really had the desire to for a while. I'd seen most things I wanted to see for a while, and was like, I've seen a lot of movies, but not as many as I would have liked to. So that was what I did for the past few months.
Yeah, gone through like so many.
hmm And I've been keeping track of how many I've watched each month. March was a crazy month, so I watched 48 movies that month.
Jeez, crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of movies, I've been
Here
getting
it comes.
everyone together on the server, because we're all quarantined. So I figured, it's a nice to hang out with everyone still, even if we already did that through Discord. But whatever. So we're watching movies every week now, and it's been really fun
Ooh-wee.
lately.
Yes, we watched. What was the most recent one we watched, Kevin?
The most recent one that we watched that you
Or
were
that
also
I was there for?
was Promare
Oh boy.
from last year, everyone's favorite,
Mm-hmm.
from the creators of Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't that good.
Uh-oh.
I,
Uh-oh,
I-
unpopular opinion alert.
Unpopular opinion alert. Whoa, a different opinion. I can't
No.
believe it. Gurren Lagann is probably like my favorite anime of all time. Not gonna lie.
Really?
It's really up there.
Jeez.
It's
I
fantastic.
thought it was like Monogatari
Monogatari is up there too, but it's not like
or
my
One Piece.
super favorite anime. Yeah, One Piece. I like One Piece a whole lot, but now that I'm reading the manga, I feel like mostly what I appreciate about One Piece is like the story and the contents of it, and I feel like the
Yeah.
anime kind of isn't that great, but it's still One Piece at the end of the day, so I
Pacing
still kind of
issues.
consider it a masterpiece.
I don't know what I consider it. I mean, it's definitely very enjoyable.
Hmm.
Seen a lot of it. Still not current though. Pretty far.
Yeah, I doubt I'll ever be current.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen anytime soon.
Yeah, it will probably just end and then I'll finish it.
Probably, although I hope it doesn't end soon.
All right, so I thought Promare was nothing special. Like,
No.
been there, done that, seen it before. You
Yeah.
know, all the characters were pretty meh.
What were
Uh,
some positives about it?
The animation was really good.
The animation was definitely best part, probably, I think.
Yeah.
It was quite colorful too, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. I like
Good
colorful
color
stuff.
palette. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I mean, it could.
Had a good OST, I guess, but
Yeah.
it reused a lot of the songs.
Yeah, that's like there's like one song, I think it's a vocal track too, that they use it like 5 times in the whole movie and it's really noticeable.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, there's that song again. Because I heard it like 2 minutes ago. Kind
I
of,
felt like it was structured in a kind of sloppy way.
yeah,
Didn't
like
No scene lasted long enough except the fights, which I
fights
don't.
lasted
I
too long.
guess. Well, that was like the entire movie. There was like
Yeah.
the opening scene where we got some backstory, like, hey, this is the world we're in.
Hmm.
These people do this thing. Those people
Fight
are bad and they
fire.
do that.
People
And then
make
they fight
fire.
for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It was also really predictable. Like
It was very
the main
predictable.
villain guy walked on screen. I was like, "Oh, that's the main villain," because I was like,
Hmm.
clearly based on all
How
this,
much spoilers are we going to get into?
all of them.
All of them? So we
Yes.
don't need to be vague and say the main villain.
I don't remember his
Well,
name.
actually, I don't remember their
I
names. I
think his name was
remember
Cray. Cray something.
Crayfish.
Yeah, Cray Foresight.
I remember
What a
Leo.
name. Yeah, Leo and Gallo.
I don't remember him. Wait, that was the main character, right?
Yeah, Gallo.
The one that looked like Kamina that everyone was talking about.
Yeah. He's such a worse version of Kamina. Like Kamina's a great character because like he is this like hot-headed leader and he has like, the burning spirit like Gallo was saying, but Kamina had a lot of time to get developed and had a lot of quieter scenes where his true intentions and his fears and his dreams were really realized and shown to the
Hmm.
viewer, and he's not the main character, which is a really important part of his character because I almost think the series wouldn't work if Kamina was the
It's
main
not the
character.
main character?
No, it's Simon.
This is Gurren Lagann,
Yeah,
correct? Yeah, I've never seen Gurren Lagann.
should.
Still,
It's so good.
and
It's so
should
good.
eventually.
I don't want to overhype it, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
But I was under the impression he was the main character.
No.
Because that's like everyone's favorite character in the series.
Yeah, I mean, he's extremely legendary.
See now looking at these posters that there's some guy in the front, some kid.
Yeah, it's Simon. Some kid. Um. Yeah. Anyway,
He's
there is something I want to talk about Gurren Lagann that I kind of could tie into a bunch of things. But stick on Promare.
how
for now, I
comparable
guess.
is it actually to Promare? And not in character designs, but
Not all that much, because I guess there's big robots and there's big robot fights, but like
yeah.
I don't know, they always had more weight to them in Gurren Lagann,
Mhm.
and I don't know, they were just cooler in general.
Kevin's a mech guy, correct? He likes the
Yes,
mech
I
anime.
like the big robots.
He does.
I like Gundam a
Um,
lot. Universal Century only. Got him.
What would you say Promare is like most comparable to another mecha stuff?
Zoids.
Zoids?
It's most comparable to like a kid show.
Yeah.
Which
What is,
that
does it
was
say the age demographic?
that was actually, let's see, it says PG-13.
What?
I don't know.
That was a PG-13.
That was something I actually really enjoyed about the movie, or I really appreciated about it, that it was pretty much child friendly. Like,
That was nice, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
if
I
I
feel like
saw
you
it when
could-
I was like 12, I would definitely have been into it.
yeah, I would have thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Unfortunately, I'm no longer 12.
yeah, I watched Gurren Lagann for the first time when I was 12.
But still, there's a lot of kids' movies that I actually do still enjoy.
Yeah, Treasure Planet.
So
best
maybe
movie
that's
ever.
not a fair
Yeah, but I still feel like
argument.
for kids that like haven't seen Gurren Lagann yet and stuff, that they would probably really like it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mm.
I think the age range for this is probably like
9 to 13.
14 to like, yeah, 9, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be like the youngest, I guess.
I find it kind of shocking that it's rated PG-13 actually, because it wasn't really all that violent, or
Yeah.
dealt with any harsh themes.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was
It did
fucking
become pizza.
genocide.
There was,
Oh
but it
yeah,
was
they ate
like
the pizza.
presented in such a
Goofy
light-hearted
way.
manner.
Yeah. So
Like it didn't have a lot of weight to it. It
yeah,
didn't feel as consequential as they were making it out to be.
yeah. The main big fire guy was planning to
What?
kill
How
all
did
the
the
fire
fucking
guys. I
honest?
guess.
We watched this like a week or two ago, or
Yeah.
something, right? And
I think it was a
really,
week ago.
I really can't remember much about it. I think it ended with the world ending or something.
No, no, no.
They
Because
were in
they
space.
basically they went into like the big boy huge mech, and then they like went on the planet and they just like solved the problem. They were like, okay, heat death of the universe isn't happening anymore. Got him.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it looked like fucking End of Ava when everything is getting destroyed.
No, no, it wasn't disturbing enough
No, but it was
to
still
be
like,
pure.
you know the scene I'm talking about where it's like all the crosses like coming out of the world.
Vaguely.
It was
Yeah.
kind of like that.
I don't. I feel like this might have had a better chance of working as like an actual TV series where they would have
Yeah.
had more time to
It really
build the
felt
world
like
and
it felt
flesh
like
out
it
the
was supposed
characters.
to.
Because, like, I mean, there's a lot of characters in this movie, but how many of them are imperative to the story?
Yeah,
And how
like
many just stand around just so they can be in posters?
yeah, like Leo has like an entourage with him. He has like two other
Does he's like
characters with him at all times. That
Leo's one of the important ones, I guess, but not really. Maybe
I mean, he's like the secondary
because
main character.
I felt like the villain was much more the focus than
Yeah,
him. I think it would have worked
yeah, like
equally the same if it was just
he was just
Kamina
Gallo.
man
Yeah,
and and
and the
mustache twirling villain.
girl. Yeah,
His name I can't
I
remember.
like the girl.
It's like
She's cool.
what is-
She's hot.
yeah, but she wasn't in. She wasn't in a lot of scenes though.
Yeah, she really wasn't. Although, like, she was. She
I
was
was
the only
really.
other.
I thought she was gonna be like the main side character, but she's like has 2 lines of dialogue.
Yeah, but she is the only other character
more.
that has like a B plot in the movie.
Which was she mad at her sister?
Yeah,
I think-
her sister was a big scientist lady, and then they kind of. I don't even know if they talked about it. Like, they might have talked about it once, and then they were just okay with each other.
They did talk about it once, like, and then I guess it's implied they got over it. I don't remember them confronting each other though.
Uh huh. I liked the dub a lot.
Oh,
Yeah. I forced Casey and Molly to watch the dub because I wanted to hear Johnny Young Bosch.
I didn't.
I liked it.
It's an English
It's-
dub. They're all the same.
They're all the same. I mean, it wasn't.
They all have the same 4 voice actors.
They do. But I think Crispin Freeman was really good in it. Billy Kometz was good in it. I mean, he's good in everything. I just finished watching
Who was the villain?
Crispin Freeman.
What else is he known for?
Well, Crispin Freeman is known really well for Alucard from Hellsing. I don't think you've seen that.
No.
He played this guy,
Oh, he's-
Jeremiah in Code Geass.
Huh.
Shizuo Iwajima.
Ah.
That's one of my favorite roles of his.
Yeah. It's pretty good, I guess.
Kirei Kotomine. Oh,
I don't think they had a lot of direction.
the
They were.
Fate Zero dub is so good.
I don't think they were given a lot of direction. They were like just given the script and told to read it out loud without like any backstory on what their characters' motivations are or how they.
I think that might have something
What
to
they
do with
think.
the background of the characters not being very in depth.
Yeah, but they could have maybe like I'm just assuming, but they could have
Yeah.
provided them with something more.
Oh yeah, he's Kiona
Just
as
felt
well.
lacking.
Yeah, like sometimes, like obviously, like you got Gallo's personality, but every so often he would yell and like the like emotion that they were trying to
Wasn't
portray wasn't quite clear. Um,
He's the hot-headed rookie, I guess.
yeah, and that's all he is for the whole movie. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't undergo any changes. He doesn't. He has that one moment of like, he has that one like slower moment with the girl. They talk about something on the ice, but I don't remember what
Was
it was about.
I don't either. I remember the visuals because that was the best part. There was like a
Had
nice
had those
use of
Guilty Gear
colors,
graphics.
and the Doritos were fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of
A lot of
Doritos.
them. Anyone who hasn't seen this is gonna be confused.
Yeah,
Should we explain what they were, or
nah,
just
no.
not? Okay. Well, there's Doritos.
Yeah,
They're
there's
there.
a lot of Doritos.
There's a lot of them. They're like the plot, I guess. Maybe.
They
I
are the
don't know. I
plot,
don't
yeah.
care.
I think going back to something you said earlier, it really feels like it was supposed to be like a 25 episode series, but then it
Yeah,
was
it must have
like
been written like that, and then they were
forced
like,
to be shortened down.
well, didn't Molly say when she saw it in theaters, they played in two OVAs before it,
Yeah.
and that helped her
Um,
have like a better understanding of the characters and might have improved her enjoyment for it.
yeah, probably.
But at the same time, I know a lot of people who didn't see it in theaters who also still quite liked it.
Uh,
So,
yeah,
not
I mean,
sure.
I feel like you shouldn't need supplementary material to
Yeah.
help you like something.
Mm,
I don't know. It's all right.
yeah.
I mean, you can like it, no problem. And
It didn't
that's obvious, but
offend me or
yeah,
upset
like
me.
I
I
can
just, the adjective I assign is boring.
yeah, I don't think it was bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
What if this came out in like with like a different art style, of course, because I don't think that'd be possible in like 1998 or like early 2000s, 2004. You think it'd be much more,
2004. Like
um,
impactful, like
yeah,
so what was coming out in 2004? Like
slice of life
Naruto,
stuff.
uh Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I think it might have been a bit more on par to, but now we've
Yeah.
seen these things done a million times before
So like
and better.
without Gurren Lagann being a thing?
Yeah, mostly.
Like so if this took the place of Dead Leaves, which is I believe a movie from 2004 by the same guy.
Mhm.
Uh I don't know. Dead Leaves is
Literally never heard of that.
I've heard it's not that good.
Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it then.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it might have just flown under the radar, or if it was as hype, it would be pretty popular.
Yeah. I wonder how people think of it in a few years' time.
Yeah. Probably just
When it
forget
came out,
about it, right?
2018?
No one's forgotten about Gurren Lagann yet.
Nope.
It came out last year in 2019.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
recently? I thought it was,
Based 2019.
oh, I guess,
It was
yeah, like
May.
a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Damn. 2019 was a pretty good year for anime. Like, I have to say,
That's pretty good.
out of the 2010s, it probably wasn't the best year. Like, 2013 is really up there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a really good year.
Definitely so for at least its exposure in the West, especially.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, anime is pretty much becoming mainstream, which is
Mhm.
scary and off-putting.
It's
And
fine. Leads to more
yeah,
stuff being
yeah. I
created.
mean, I was getting to the positives. But it's exciting and it's yeah, it could definitely lead to a lot of really cool stuff.
Hmm.
And we're seeing that with Webtoon getting anime adaptations
Oh
now.
yeah, that is kind of surprising.
So that's really
What
cool.
is the big one, Tower of God, right now? I think.
Yeah. I saw the first
'Cause
episode. I thought it
a few of
was
my
nothing
friends
special.
read it back in the day, not back in the day, but like a few years ago or whenever it came out, and they were really into the webcomic. So they're quite hyped to see it getting an
Mhm.
adaptation like this.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. I was just like,
Yeah,
it's just not. I don't know.
it's the start
I
of
have nothing to
something.
say about it. It was kind of weird and kind of dumb. That's my review. Dropped
Great.
5 out of 10.
Is that a hard stance or?
Kind of. Well, 5 out of 10. I can talk about my rating system now, which I made today.
Sure.
Um, I have 5 out of 10 listed as nothing special, which is also what I rated Promare. So it's
Yeah.
like it's in the middle. It's I guess it's not necessarily bad, but it's not good either. It's in the middle. It's not like I won't get mad about it. I won't it's like meh.
Realistically, I don't remember what I put it as. I think I put it as lower. 'Cause I think I've to me, I'd rather watch like a worse movie that's just bad
Yeah.
because at least it makes me think of how not do something or like can be entertaining to a degree and how bad it is. So a lot of the time watching just an average movie that doesn't do anything I hadn't seen or just doesn't make me think of anything is a lot more offensive to me
Yeah,
and I'll be
yeah.
harsher on them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't want to dwell on my whole rating system too much because it's like
Mhm.
I don't know, I feel like that'd be a little boring.
Yeah.
Um, but I did like factor that in, so like 3 out of 10 is like I forgot that I watched it. So all the stuff like that you just described, if it was like
I see what I
really
rated it.
forgettable, it would go into 3 out of 10. Because like twos and definitely ones are more uh, or less forgettable than threes, but threes didn't weren't like absolutely terrible like a one or a two would be.
I watched this question mark.
Yeah, I have little notes here for all of them. Um,
I only rated Promare one lower than Kevin did, so four
mhm.
apparently. Although I did think about giving it a three. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely has its saving aspects, but it's no Gurren Lagann.
No,
Not many things
style
are.
over substance.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I feel like there's been a lot of that lately.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I try to remain optimistic, but I am getting a little like disappointed by a lot of the things I've seen recently. Like
Hmm.
even I still haven't finished Hunter x Hunter yet, and I just
Uh-oh.
finished the Chimera Ant arc. And honestly, the Chimera Ant arc, at least half of it and the ending was pretty disappointing.
The ending? What didn't you like about the ending?
Excuse me.
Don't,
Well,
do
the
you want to go into
actual
spoilers, I guess?
uh
Spoilers for an
let's
anime that's like 10 years old now.
yeah, almost. Let's dance around spoilers
Okay.
a little bit. So let's not like whatever. Well, it's not like
No name
specifically.
drops.
We'll see. Like half and half, I guess. So like the
Okay.
scene at the end with Komugi and Meruem,
Yes.
that was a good scene.
That
I
was. I thought it was
appreciate
very impactful.
yeah, I appreciate that they did that and it was a good ending for the arc. That being said, I was a brick through that whole thing, just staring at blank face going, I feel literally nothing.
I don't think this is going to make you feel any better, but I feel like you would have enjoyed the manga more.
Possibly, because it would have been faster. I would have
Faster.
been
Yeah.
able to skip all of Poof's dialogue. Fuck that guy.
There's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Don't like that Mothman very much.
Yeah, he sucks. I hate him.
Yeah, don't. I like the octopus Taco, whatever his name was. I think
Yeah,
it's
he was a
Taco.
lot better.
I did not expect his role the first time I saw it to be as like big
Yeah,
as
because
it
he's just
was.
like fighting Killua, and it's like, all right, this is just like another fight. It's cool, and then he becomes super cool. He becomes a
He
part of the
is.
team, and then Melioron. I love
Or the Lizard
Melioron.
Man.
Yeah, he's great.
Cheetah Man was pretty cool too, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Although
Chi
kind of
too.
annoying.
Fucking bitch bastard man. I
I
really.
think
What's up?
you should. This is also not gonna make you feel any better, but the first time I saw or in Rem the Chimera Antarc was not too into it. I think it's the kind of thing that with age you just end up thinking about more later
Mhm.
and realize things on like a thematic level that you hadn't
Yeah,
noticed before.
it's a very thematically
Well,
potent
maybe you might
arc,
just like it less in a few years, even. Who knows?
possibly. Yeah. I really really liked the fight against Meruem and Netero. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
like one of the coolest fights I've ever seen.
Oh God,
It was so good.
that
Went
was.
it went full Dragon Ball Z at some point. Like there's a
Was
visual
it
that
more intense than DBZ?
yes.
Probably.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, DBZ doesn't have any stakes to it, but
No,
God damn. Yeah, literally none.
I thought people die in it.
Yeah, but they get brought back to life.
Oh,
Like all the
death is
time.
inconsequential.
Yeah. Like
Cool.
literally. Dragon Ball is better. God.
It's not a fan of the series.
Yeah. The manga's better too. Um Yeah, so that fight was incredible. And it had a great ending, but then Meruem just didn't fucking die. And that really annoyed me.
Spoilers. Would you have preferred for it to end there?
Yeah. I would prefer to
Mhm.
him just to die there. Cuz
Yeah,
like you said, like death being inconsequential is something that really annoys me in anime
it was.
or in
I
anything
think it
really.
served to illustrate his power. That's what they were going for.
I guess. I feel
They
like
were like,
it would have
because
worked.
Netero's alluded to from the very beginning of when it starts,
Uh-huh.
basically
Yeah.
his power and how strong, big buff man he is.
Yeah. Old buff
Killua
man.
can't even mess with him,
No.
and then he
Um
gets put in a hot spot,
he gets
a
a little
pickle,
he
if
gets
you
a
will.
little wrecked. But God, his final moments were so badass still. Like
They were.
the crazy like calligraphy shit with like his skull and then he's all like shriveled up and he's like
The animation team did go all out for that
it's
also.
so good. So good.
Oh boy. Ultimate bitch slap.
Yeah. The 9,000 hand, I don't know, some Chinese sounding name.
I guess. It was like Buddha. I don't know.
Yeah. It was kind of like a Buddha, but it didn't look like a Buddha. It was almost there.
Was it what Vishnu maybe supposed to look like because it had lots of arms?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know gods.
I know Greek mythology kind of.
Greek
About
mythology
it.
is really cool.
Yeah, when are they gonna make an anime about Greek mythology?
They did. It was an otome like
Is it a
reverse
slice of
harem.
life though?
Probably. It's like a reverse harem anime. It's from 2014.
Fitting.
Yeah.
Oh
Rip.
god.
Um,
Literally, haha. Oh god, haha.
I did not like the Goen versus Pito fight, like, at all.
Nothing enjoyable about it?
No, it just
Sad.
it was so nothing to me because they built it up for so long. Like
No.
they spent
No,
so
it's the fan base that's exaggerated how good it was.
maybe
It's
but I
not the
feel like
series' fault. It's the fans who are flipping out over it.
maybe, but I feel like in the show, like I wanted the fight to happen 12 episodes before it did, and that kind of annoyed me.
But you got to
Um,
listen to the epic ending theme every time.
Wasn't as good as Hunting for Your Dream.
Well, like nothing is.
Yeah. I mean, like, there was literally episodes in the Chimera Ant arc where I could just imagine Hunting for Your Dreams starting in, like, coming in at the end of the episode.
I like all the endings
Yeah,
in Hunter x
same.
Hunter, except was it with the fourth one? I can't remember it. I don't even remember how it
Oh,
goes.
yeah, I don't remember the fourth one. And then
Is that the one that comes before? I don't remember
it's
the titles of the
before
songs. The one that was used in
Hiyori Itai, it's
Greed
after
Island.
Reason.
Yeah, Reason's the one used in Greed Island.
Reason's
Correct.
so good, yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that the last ending is just the B-side of Hiyori Itai, whatever the song's called. Probably butchering that name. But it's still a good
That's
song.
about correct. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Greek mythology anime, by the way.
Oh man, it does not look very good.
No, it doesn't. It's got a
Oh no.
7.17.
Oh no.
It's a show, I guess.
I've learned now to take that as a warning sign for Mal, because like applied to anything else, if someone said, "Oh, I would rate this movie a 7 out of 10," I'd be like, "Wow, it's pretty high. I should check that out probably someday."
But the
But on
general
Mal, it's
consensus of Mal is shit taste, so...
I suppose. Yeah.
Honestly, the warning sign for me is kind of just 12 episodes full stop. Show came out years ago. I'm like, alright, it might not be very epic.
Produced by A1.
Produced by A1. We'll get back to them later.
Really?
Yes!
What?
You'll see.
Oh man.
So yeah,
I'm hyped now.
Gon versus Pito. Gon versus Pito. Like, alright, so Gon did the reverse Bisky thing. That's cool, I guess. Like, I thought it was kind of dumb. Like, whenever it happened, I was like, oh god, they better explain this, or I'm just gonna be like, that was
Explain
dumb.
it.
They did. It was fine. And then they did this kind of the same thing they did with Meruem. Like, Gon literally smashed Pito's skull into dust, and then she was still alive.
Oh, we're going onto full spoiler territories in Hunter x Hunter now, I guess.
Yeah, kinda.
Should you put like a warning sign or something?
I think I might
Or
actually
nah.
in this video.
Yeah, maybe. Out of the fights you had seen, what was probably the most enjoyable in Hunter x Hunter?
in the whole show,
Prior to those, yes.
whew, there's had a lot of good ones.
There was. I think
I-
I think I have a favorite.
Which one?
Kurapika versus Uvogin.
That's such a good one. It's so good. I love that arc. I love
Damn.
Kurapika. It's so good. That one's really good. I think one of my favorites is might be kind of a normie answer, but it's Gon versus
It's Heaven's Arena.
Gon versus Hisoka and
Heaven's Arena is great.
I
Love
that
Heaven's
arc.
Arena.
So good. Honestly, I gotta say, I think my favorite fight is actually the last fight against the bomber in Greed Island.
That's kind of a sleeper one for me.
Yeah, Greed Island is my favorite arc. Like, I really
I do
like
love
that arc.
Greed Islands, but I'm unsure like where it places in my favorite arcs in Hunter x Hunter.
I think
I
it's
think
just
it's a little on the lower side, more towards the middle, but I love it still.
when Gon does like John Ken Rock.
And just makes a hole.
Yeah, when he does it for the
He's
last.
like, "You're in a hole now. Goodbye."
Yeah, it's so cool. And like the animation in that scene, the lighting is just so well done.
It is.
Yeah, that was like
The art in the manga for the Greed Island Chapter 2, if I recall, is really, really fucking good. Love it.
Shout out to that manga cover where Gon and Killua have like sharp teeth and Killua is shooting a gun.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's one of my favorite covers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
one's
it's like
terrifying.
on the anime.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on with that cover. Don't like it very much.
It's crazy. Yeah, and I guess there's
Wasn't it Togashi's birthday recently?
Oh yeah, it was.
As of recording this a couple days
Yeah.
ago.
Happy birthday to that.
Happy birthday
That
to
wild-
like
wild
the
man.
best mangaka.
Yeah,
Is
one
that
of
the term? Pretty
yeah,
sure it is.
mangaka. One of the best mangaka.
I
He
think
made,
it's the best in my opinion.
yeah, one of my other favorite series.
Normie answer.
Maybe Yu Yu Hakusho, which I really like a lot.
I really need to check that out.
You should. It's
That's
really
probably the
good.
one, the like next one,
It's
and
really
whoever
good.
knows,
He
however
also
long.
he also did a series called Level E, which is supposed to
What'd
be.
you say? That wasn't very good. I've heard.
I don't know. I think people like it. It looks cool enough. He also did some other stuff that isn't really recognized. Like, at some point, I guess he must have liked the movie Teen Wolf a lot, so he literally made like a Teen Wolf fan fiction at some point. If you want to check that out, it's called "I'm Not Afraid of the Wolf," and it's a compilation manga of a bunch of short stories that he did, and that's the first one. It's literally just like Teen Wolf, and the guy, like the main character, even references Teen Wolf in it.
When are we gonna have a Hunter x Hunter Sailor Moon crossover battle?
It'd be pretty awesome. I like all the Sailor Moon references in Hunter x Hunter.
Is there a
Pretty
lot?
cool. Yeah, there is.
I'm not particularly all that familiar with Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I think
I've seen a few episodes.
I watched like
Not
20
much.
episodes of it, of the original series.
God damn. I've never seen anything past the original series.
Uh-huh. Like,
I
I
just
liked
like
it
it,
a
though.
lot.
Yeah,
Every episode was like the same exact thing, but it was just
but
really
it's
charming.
fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. The characters were super cute and charming, and I
What's
watched
What is her name? Is it Sailor
Usagi.
Mars?
Oh yeah, Sailor Mars is great.
She's great.
Voiced by
They're all pretty
Christina
good.
V in the new dub. Shout
Oh,
out to the
really?
new dub being great.
Is it that good?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's got like all
Is
the best
Erica
female- yes.
Harlotcher?
I
I don't
think
know how to
all
say her
of the
name.
Ericas are in it.
Both of the Ericas, all of them.
Yeah, Stephanie Shea plays Usagi in that one. She's great.
Interesting.
Really
Who
like
plays
it.
the cat thing?
I don't. Michelle Ruff might play the white one, but the other one, the black one, is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch.
What?
Yeah,
I can never escape his grasp.
he never will. I never want to. Johnny Young Bosch is probably my
I'm kind
favorite
of
voice
tired
actor.
of it.
I don't know.
So what was the other thing we were thinking about discussing?
We were talking
The other
about Hunter x
movie.
Hunter. Oh yeah. So recently.
Did you forget?
No. Casey didn't see this, but just
No,
last night,
unfortunately not.
for the first time, I watched Red Line, and it was
Oh, God.
fucking amazing.
Holy shit.
It was so good.
Can you pull up your Mal score of it?
I gave it a 9.
God damn.
And Chris was watching it with me, and he said, like, when I went on Mal and I rated it, I was like hovering over 10, and then I went to 9. He was like, this is probably my first 9.5.
Jeez.
It was
What's
it
the
was
vague,
so
no spoiler
good.
plot
Um,
or summary?
Big Bro Pompadour Man goes on a race. He races cars in space, and it's pretty epic.
Alright, you're really selling me.
Yeah, it
Cars in space.
yeah. It took 7 years to make. It is
Holy fuck.
animated frame by frame.
Is it by hand?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it's like by
No.
hand or I think
No
it's
way.
digital. It looks digital, but it's animated frame by frame, and literally, like, everything is so good looking. Like every scene, every cut has
I'm
so
not-
much movement to it.
Too into the character designs from what I can see so far, but I'm still, willing to give it a chance. As long as it's not the English dub.
I'm gonna be
No
real
more
with
of
you.
them. I've sworn them off forever.
I'm gonna be real with you. The dub's fucking great, dude.
I don't believe you.
The dub is really good.
I don't believe you. You will never convince me.
It's got it's got Patrick Seitz. He's great.
I know these
It's
names.
got
I can't put their voices to them though.
Patrick Seitz. He's in a lot of
His name's
stuff.
Patrick. People named Patrick are generally pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
We got Patrick Star.
I can't think of any other
Patrick
Patrick.
Swayze? Is that his name?
I don't know. I honestly, I
No,
was
Patrick
thinking about
Stewart.
that too. Patrick
There's
Stewart.
Patrick Swayze, there's Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart
Sir-
seems cool. There's a robot man called like Metalhead or something. There's Machine Head, and so this movie also has a fantastic soundtrack, which is like 42 tracks for a 2-hour movie. Like,
Is that a lot for
Yes.
that kind of thing?
I mean, it's a 2-hour
Damn.
movie, and they have 42 songs. A lot of them being vocal tracks that are
It's Yoda.
theme songs. This guy's voiced by Liam O'Brien. He does a really good
It's
job.
Yoda.
Maybe. Theme songs for all the different racers. Like, the world is super well presented and developed.
Is it F-Zero
even
the
from-
anime?
I guess. Every character has something cool and unique to them. Like every single character has a personality and they have a gimmick and they're recognizable. Like everything about it was so enjoyable.
Any criticisms?
Well, I guess you could say I guess you
Pacing?
could say it's not super lay deep epic make you think a bunch, make you change your worldview. Maybe it's not a profound piece of art in the eyes of most, but
All right.
it was probably one of the most genuinely entertaining movies I've ever seen.
Not comparable to Promare in any way, I suppose. Not like any similar ideas. Car
I
anime,
would say-
not mecha anime.
I would say that, well, there is a mech fight at some point. One of the cars turns into a
come
mech.
on. Come on.
It's really short. It's really short. Also, when this movie ends, it fucking ends. It's great. It just
What,
stops.
on a banger?
Yeah, it's kind of fucking amazing.
Well, glad you liked it.
Yeah. I would say that it is
I
a
feel
little...
like you hadn't really seen any anime film in a while that made you that impressed.
Yeah, I really liked
Aside from,
Princess Mononoke.
like, the Fate stuff, but that's already a pre-existing property.
Oh yeah. Well, I
Not
made a
standalone.
video about that one.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
really
made a
liked...
few of them, right?
No, I think it was just the one Fate video.
But you were reviewing the individual movies before.
No, I just reviewed the second one. Let's see. I think Redline is a little comparable to Promare in that it's just like a hype fest. It's like banging on all cylinders. But I feel like whenever Redline had slow moments, it did as much as it possibly could with those moments. Like, I felt like every character was layered and had stuff to them, and there's backstory to like the main characters. They have backstory and history with each other, and I just think it's really well laid out, and the pacing is incredible, and it's just full on, high octane testosterone pumping. It was great. I loved it.
How many times do you think you would be able to rewatch it before it got stale? Like,
3.
how well?
Like in a
Hold up,
row?
No, just like over time.
I don't know, because like I tend to not rewatch movies that often,
Yeah.
but like I genuinely want to buy this on Blu-ray, so I just have it forever. Like,
It
I
probably
think...
would look really good on Blu-ray.
Oh, it will. It will. There was
Oh,
was
boy.
one part that was so well animated that it killed the stream quality. The stream quality went down because this one scene was so intense.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god. It
Oh
was
my god.
it was so good. And even watching it, my computer monitor is an old TV. It's a 720p display, and it still looked fantastic. Like it's 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 something special.
Probably doesn't show
I
up
really
as
think
well
so.
as good in the Discord streaming
Oh,
stuff, like you're
definitely, yeah.
saying. You know, there is a few problems like that with Promare, but it made it slightly more enjoyable for me because it was like, at least I have something to be mildly entertained about. I
Like,
was like,
oh,
how
look
low
at this
can it go?
latency. I love the latency.
I really wanted to like Promare, really, really did.
Mhm.
I can't bring myself to give it
Same. Yeah.
anything higher.
I wanted it to be something comparable to Gurren Lagann or Kill la Kill, and it just
I don't know what
wasn't.
I was looking for. I just
I
wanted
wanted
to
it to
be
be good.
entertained, and that's not what it did for me.
Uh-huh.
I would definitely recommend it though to like
Yeah, well, I would
the
say
younger
I would
demographic.
recommend Gurren Lagann over Promare, because it's way
That's
better.
like a much more heavy series though, from what I know.
In what way? What do you mean by heavy? Like
Feels,
more serious? Yeah, it's definitely more serious, but I feel like that makes it more impactful.
I guess. Yeah,
Um,
there seems to be a preconception that films or media in general for the young guns aren't allowed to have as many heavy themes or ideas.
Shout out to
'Cause,
Avatar: The Last
God,
Airbender.
what the M Night one?
No, the show.
Okay. Oh boy,
Because I mean that's a really pretty serious
I
show.
don't
That's
I don't want to watch the
good
M
for
Night one
kids.
again.
I don't either. I would really rather not watch that movie.
I would rather it doesn't. Would forget about it, but that's yet to happen.
Sometimes I forget about it. Like it's not something I
I
think of when
don't
I think about
I don't
Avatar.
forget. I don't forget, just like I never forgot a certain film that came out in 2017.
Don't say it. Don't say
I
it. We
won't, but
mentioned
you
it
know what I'm
last
talking about.
podcast. Don't
I
say
won't say it again. I won't.
All right.
It's Spider-Man.
Holy shit.
Ha 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 ha. Reference in jokes.
All right. I have a transition that I can transition into a transition. Actually,
No way.
double that.
What?
No, okay. No. Undouble it. All right. So,
Okay.
you know how I mentioned A1 Pictures before?
Oh yeah, you were holding off on what you were
I
gonna
recently
say.
started an A1 Pictures anime. I didn't know it was
Oh
A1
no.
Pictures, but I started watching pretty much on a whim a light novel adaptation called Orashura,
Uh-oh.
and I've been enjoying it. It's pretty good.
It's alright. Like,
Yeah, it's
it
like
looks okay enough.
it's it's a
It doesn't
good.
look like A1 though. No.
Yeah, it's more colorful and it has more of an art style to it. It kind of reminds me of ReZero a bit. Like I feel like the character
Slightly.
designs look a little bit like it. Maybe
That
it's just
long
this girl
white
has
hair,
long white hair, silver hair.
maybe.
Yeah. Um, it's it's kind of a baseline show, but I feel like that's what I was looking for. Like I probably give it a 6 out of 10, which is
Yeah, fair enough.
it's one step above like nothing special. I guess it is nothing special, but it's just a little bit of fun.
Hmm.
It's like I can just sit
Don't
down.
really.
I can just sit down and watch it and not really think about it and just kind of appreciate the fact that I like I have a certain uh I have a certain attraction to anime from the early 2010s.
Is that when it came out?
Yeah, it was 2013.
Looks slightly newer for whatever reason to me.
Yeah, it's actually like the art style is really good and the colors are soft, pastel-y. I definitely
A
would
little
like to
too
look
bright
at
for
it.
my liking.
Yeah, they are pretty bright.
It's weird
um,
shades. I don't know. I'm not an artist.
yeah. Yeah, I
I
don't know.
just
I guess it's not something that I can like talk about for a while or like rave about, but
no,
I'm
do it.
definitely enjoying it.
Do it. Pros and cons. Go.
Pros and cons. All right, so we'll first start out with a little plot synopsis. So I think that I'm pretty sure the
That's
English title.
analysis video coming up.
Yeah, dude, full analysis
Six
or
parts.
Ashura.
2 hours each. 6 parts.
Yeah. Um, I believe the English title translates
Plus a
to
live
like
Q&A.
the live Q&A for my opinion on Urashura.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone's so invested. I do a 10-hour live stream just talking about
Oh God.
Urashura, where I
Oh
just
God.
like I put in the side corner just a stream of the whole series just back to front. Right? Um so it's like this guy and he kind of reminds me of a more like straight man version of the main character from Chunibyo, because I guess his
Mhm.
whole like thing is he had a notebook of like fan fiction from his quote Chunibyo days, that this girl is always like reading out loud and embarrassing him in front of his childhood friend, which is this girl. Um, and she apparently doesn't wear any panties or something. I don't know if
Oh
that's
great.
true or not, or they're just like leading us on. Uh, Personally, the way I see it, it's a little up to my interpretation, or I'm just missing something, and she really is just not wearing panties at all times.
Alright,
Uh,
great.
yeah, yeah. And then so he's like at the beginning of the series, he's like the anti-simp. He's like, I'm just gonna study and get good grades. I don't care. I don't give a shit about any of these girls. This girl is like really popular and she's annoyed at that, so then they start going out supposedly, but it's like it's a fake, it's a facade.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
guess that's the story. I think the English title is like my girlfriend and my childhood friend won't stop fighting or something, but they never really do. They kind of just like formed a club and now they just do club antics.
Cool.
They're trying to get the short-haired girl to become popular or something, and there's a lot of just like generic run-of-the-mill drama, I guess, that's happening. She gets sister zoned, pretty epic. And yeah,
Okay.
the silver-haired girl makes a bunch of JoJo references, like.
Oh no.
See, the thing about like this show has JoJo references, and I'm gonna make a video all about why
Mhm.
JoJo memes are fucking terrible and I hate them. But this show,
Mhm.
it's not annoying. One, because it
Mhm.
came out in 2013, so that was like right when the JoJo animes were like starting to be made. I realized it just said anime plural. I'm sorry.
You've
um,
become the very thing you swore to destroy.
yes. But she makes it a point to reference part 4, and she tells this girl that like you should definitely read it, but at the very least read part 4, and that's my favorite part. So I'm down. I'm down with that.
Okay.
I probably talked about Urashura more than anyone ever has in the history of
I
YouTube.
I think we might have talked about it more than we did Promare.
I I don't think so. But if we
No,
did, that'd be hilarious.
that would be. Let's keep going. I can't really.
You should
I
start
don't have a
watching
lot
this
of.
show just to propagate
What?
the
Bro,
to
it's a lot of
propagate the
effort
meme.
for a thing we're gonna forget in a week.
It's a 12-episode show.
And I'll finish it in like 8 days, 5
Finish it
days.
in
Who
like
fucking
2
knows?
minutes. Just marathon the whole show in one day.
Ah.
Um,
You watching the English dub, you filthy
No,
casual.
there's not a dub, and I would not watch it dubbed. I don't watch comedy anime dubbed. Comedy anime does not translate into English.
There's probably some examples where it's fair enough. Can't think of any right now.
Gintama doesn't translate. It just doesn't work in
Konosuba does fine.
Konosuba has a fantastic dub.
Yes, quite surprisingly.
Yeah. Like I'm not very critical of most dubs. Like, I can see when dubs are bad, I can see when dubs are good, but I don't think there's any dubs that, like, I feel like I can't watch. Like,
it's just preference, really.
Yeah, like,
unless it's like the old ones like Higurashi.
yeah. There's like certain shows that I would never watch dubbed, like Senko-san.
Speaking of which, isn't Higurashi getting like a remake or something?
Yeah, summer 2020. Yeah, it is interesting. I probably won't watch it.
I might
I haven't
actually
seen
watch.
The original.
I quite like the original.
Mm-hmm. It's done by
I
Studio
feel like I talk about this
Passion.
every time.
It looks like an interesting series.
It's not easily recommended.
I might check it out if I'm in the mood. I definitely want to read the VN, so I'm starting to get into VNs.
Oh yeah, you are. You were playing Clannad, right?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Clannad.
Yeah, you weren't liking the anime very much, though.
Yeah, so I watched a little bit of the Clannad anime. I have it marked as watching on Mal right now. Watched a little bit of the anime, played the game. I think the anime, a little whack, a little wacky, a little too wacky for me. I mean, what's that?
As a standalone thing, because I don't have any preconceptions to the visual novel. I thought it was fine enough.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it quite a lot. I liked the main character.
I like the main
He's
character
very
a
fun.
lot. Yeah.
Tomoya, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Tomoyo, one of the girls in the
show. And there's the guy whose name I can't remember. Who's like the bro.
Sunohara.
Something like that, yeah.
So the anime, it's pretty good, but I don't think I would be enjoying it, like, at all if I wasn't also reading the VN. Because, I don't know. It's just because watching the anime feels like playing a VN. It's like there's a certain moment in episode 1 where the short-haired girl, Kyo's sister, like goes up to the main character and she's like talking to him or complaining to him about something, and all I could think while watching that scene was, oh, in the VN there's a choice here. So then I went and played the VN. And I chose to ignore her because that's what I wanted to do in that moment. I like the interactiveness of it. I like getting to choose which girl you want to pursue.
Do you think that's like a real criticism or just preference?
Well, it's all preference. I think the only real criticism I have for the series is that it's really over the top with its physical comedy. Like, in the first episode...
I remember the starting of it being a bit like that.
Yeah, it's definitely more at the start. But it's just, it has those, like, really wacky anime, like, throw a guy across the room kind of thing. Which is
not invasive enough to annoy me.
Yeah, I never like when stuff like that is, like...
Yeah, but you like a lot of tropes that involve it.
Yeah, but the thing is... It's the context. So it's like the scene.
Context is it's a throwaway gag.
I guess. So like the scene with Sonohara being thrown around by all the rugby players contrasts too much with this semi-serious romance show.
I guess.
For it to work, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to rewatch it sometime, not soon, but like.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, pretty solid, I thought.
Mm-hmm. That show, the dub is not very good.
Nope.
But I found myself watching the dub because
Ah,
I've
you,
I've pretty
ah,
much
you
only been
casual.
watching. No, I'm not a casual. I've pretty much only been watching the show like right when I'm about to go to bed, and I've kind of been using it as ASMR. And the dub kind of falls into a subsection that I call quiet dubs, which are dubs that have like none of them are all that great dubs, but they're just the voices are like soft and not very intrusive to the point where I could just use it as ASMR. So even though it's not that good, I'm like finding
That
something
kind
I
of
like
sounds
about
like an insult to me.
it. Maybe it is,
I
but
don't see that as a
I
positive.
I like quiet dubs. I want to make a video about them, but I'll have to
Mhm.
find a few shows that actually
You
have
rack your
quiet dubs.
brain
Yeah, I know
into the
Genshiken has it.
recesses of the shows you've seen 7 years ago
Yeah,
that
back
you
when
don't
I only
remember.
watched dubs. Yeah, that was actually 7 years ago now, 2013.
Exactly about.
Uh, well, I got into anime right now, like April, May 2013. I was all in Dragon Ball Z. Very beginning, I was 11 years old. God damn. And then I got into One Piece that same year, and then Fullmetal Alchemist, and then in 2014 I got into more more otaku based stuff, I guess. Like stuff like Index and Railgun and more like
Persona.
Persona, yeah, more like high school kind of things. Tropey light novel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still only watched dubs then, and then 2015 or like end of 2014, that's when I started watching subs and stuff. Clanad VN, pretty
Did you
sick.
write? Did you
What?
write in your notes to talk about your mechanical keyboard?
Yes, I did. Listen to my mechanical keyboard. It's
Should
not
we
even like.
wrap it up now? About unless you had something else to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Podcast over, I guess.
The end.
The end. Watch Gurren Lagann.
Do that.
Promare is cool, but Gurren Lagann, that's your homework. Do it.
Or maybe probably Redline also.
Yeah, Redline also. Redline's highly recommended by me.
Hmm.
All right. Thanks for watching, and
Thank you.
see you later.